I'm here with Kira today to share a short tutorial on bolster, blanket, and block supported pigeon pose. I have 6 blankets. Now, currently, half of those blankets are being used by my partner here, and I'm not going to disturb her because, well, look at her. So, gather your own props for your own use, and you're going to want to have, let's say 3 to 6 folded blankets, and you're going to place 2, maybe 3, maybe 4 of them on top of your bolster. And these are Tadasana of the blanket. So they're 8 folds. Let's imagine got a blanket folded in half, folded in half on itself, in half again. That's Tadasana of the blanket. Place at least 2 of them on top of your bolster. Again, cranky your hips, posterior approach, hip replacement, you need a lot more support. For those of us with the replaced parts, we want to make sure that we don't push our range of motion training, because the last thing we want is to have to go in to reseat a dislocated hip implant. So it's my right hip that's been replaced. It's my left hip that tends to be tighter. So what I'm going to do is I've got my bolster, my 2 blankets on top, and then I have a blanket rolled into a log. That's going to support the front of my ankle when I take a leg back. And that's great because it also relieves pressure on your knee. You might need an extra blanket or 2 on your mat for your knees. That's very important. I don't want you to ever feel like you're digging your parts into hot coals. So once you've got your props set up, you make your way around your dog or cat that may be sharing your mat. Sit comfortably on your bolster. I have blocks nearby. They're just going to help me reposition my body. And again, since my left hip tends to be a little tighter, I'm going to have that be my top or front leg. You tend to spend more time in the first side, stretching the first side. So rather than starting, the same way every time you get on your mat to practice poses, change the order. That'll be good for your hemispheric integration. So I'm gonna start with my tighter hip. I'm gonna swing, I'm gonna roll into that outer hip, and I'm gonna swing the other leg around behind me. Keep your body down comfortably for you. You can use your blocks as well, so you have something to hold on to. You curl the toes of the back foot under, press through that heel, and really strongly internally rotate that back thigh bone. Press your back thigh bone forward into the back edge of the bolster and blankets and down. Then uncurl your toes and relax your back leg. But keep your thigh engaged. Again, strongly internally rotating the back thigh, pressing it down toward the mat and in toward your supporting bolster. And then hands on the blocks comfortably for you. You can bend your elbows, whatever works for you. Walk your body using the blocks away from your front hip. So now you're on a diagonal, and then bring the body down. And you can always, put the blocks under your forearms, The closer they are to your body, the more accessible you'll find this to be. Please adjust the intensity of sensation. I don't want you to feel that you have to clench your teeth to get through this. Support the weight of your head. You don't want to feel crowded in the base of the skull, nor crowded in the center of the throat. So just comfortably support the weight of the head. Hold your organs gently into your body. You're not trying to suck your stomach in, but you're just holding the energy in rather than melting into your props. And then just walk your elbows away from you and become more intimate with the floor as it suits you, because this is intense. You can, place a block under your forehead if you'd like. Whatever works for you. Let's stay for 3 more rounds of breath. And then we'll inhale, press up, walk the blocks on the body back to center, re-engage with your back thigh, and again, bring the body down. Use the blocks, again, to adjust sensation. You're bringing the earth to you. It doesn't do you any good to race to the bottom, if you will. Give yourself time. And then as things change, you can lower the blocks, supporting your arms, for instance. Eventually, maybe the forearms are on the mat and the head rests on the mat or on the block. We just take our time and enjoy the journey. We stay for, about 8 to 10 rounds of breath in each body position. And then inhale, bring yourself up. Perhaps you'd like to use the blocks and add some extension, some fuller, more active hip extension for that back thigh and the lumbar. Get into your belly tissues a bit. But you also don't have to do that. You can stay down and then you roll into that outer front hip and swing the back leg around. Sit for a moment. Notice the difference between the sides. Take about 4 to 6 rounds of breath here, and then we do the other side. So roll into the outer opposite hip, swing the back leg around. I'm working around a dog, so trying not to catch a paw back there. And then you bring the front hip back and press the thigh bone down. You roll the back thigh bone in strongly. Kira, I need you to move that leg. And you press the back thigh forward and down. And if you feel like you're going to slide off the front edge of your bolster, go ahead and walk yourself back onto a bit. Stay on your props. And then again, we walk the body away from that front knee. Walk out. Oh. Come down as much or as little as you like. No hanging of the head, no straining through the head. Find your sweet spot where the breath flows evenly through the open channel of the throat. Thigh bones heavy. More rounds of breath here. And then use the blocks. Inhale, walk yourself up, back to center. Walk yourself out, hold your organs in, you're flexing. So don't pour yourself onto your mat. And we stay at center. It's so different, isn't it? Back thigh bone is the anchor. It is keeping us in the middle of the bolster. And when you're ready, use the blocks, press into the blocks, press the body up. Again, it's up to you if you want to have some back extension time here. Bring the body down a bit. Roll the weight into that outer front hip. Bring the back leg around. Sit comfortably on your bolster. Notice how you feel. I don't know about you, and I don't know about Kira, but I'm ready to go for a walkie.